And this amidst, coming to you, Colonel, desperately needed peace and the fragile state of affairs in the Middle East. We'll talk about the proposal by the Pakistanis for the second round of talks in Islamabad. But in spite of the expected price increments, even as it happens across the world, ideally there ought to have been a proper management and better communication on the part of our government, is it?
Honestly, yes, true. That is true, and the country is in a conundrum at the moment, because when you look at the whole situation, Kenya being an energy-dependent country, we are 100% importers of energy. The events that are happening at the Gulf have a direct impact on our energy needs and on our economy. More importantly, the war and the current situation that is obtaining in Iran impacts us directly all the way from the economy to the security of this country. We are all aware that Kenya is not an island, and therefore whatever is happening outside or in other areas impacts us directly. And we may be not very well prepared for such eventualities, considering where we stand internationally and in terms of our economic strength and power. So with what is expected from the talks that are being mooted being led by Pakistan, we expect that there will be a shift in posture, for example, a shift in posture of the U.S. and Israel, as far as Iran is concerned, and this should translate to better energy security for us. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay. The question of competence, Colonel retired. What should be then, from now on, the modus operandi for especially foreign affairs and the other concerned state agencies in regards to psychological preparation of Kenyans for what's to come, as Dr. has pointed out?
Thank you very much. On the question of competence and the role of foreign affairs and other state agencies that influence policy, especially foreign policy. The case that we're having right now, let me say that whatever you see, you're seeing is what Klaus has talked about war and politics. Mm-hmm. War and politics are simply the two sides of the same coin. And therefore, wherever a country wants to project its foreign policy or projects its power, you will find that there is posturing, there is aligning, there is signaling, and therefore, for us, when we speak about the competency in foreign affairs, it boils down to how foreign affairs is able to communicate to the country and the international community what diplomacy needs, what diplomatic action is being taken towards events that shape our national fabric and our national day-to-day life. So for this case of the Gulf War right now, what role would really foreign affairs play, and how do we expect Kenya to posture in this regard? Every country works on the basis of national interests. There is nothing beyond that when it comes to the state's foreign policy. It's all about national interests. Then you go ahead and act according to international law, international norms, and all that. So for us in Kenya, the Foreign Affairs Ministry must, of necessity, posture in a way that is beneficial to this country. Mm-hmm. It does not matter what other countries think or want to achieve. It's what is important is what Kenya as a country want to achieve. in regard to that war. We are looking at very many things that are going on in that one that affect us directly. We are looking at the energy issues. We are looking at international trade. Kenya is the closest to the Middle East in terms of trade.
Yeah.
We do a lot of trade in the Middle East. We have Iran as well has been one of our biggest consumers, tea consumers. And with the war going on there, we have lost a huge market. So for foreign affairs, which you remember the attempt was actually Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade.
Okay.
So all these things must be taken into account when we posture. We also have a lot of interest in the Gulf region, especially Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and that area where we have a lot of workers working for us. So foreign affairs is obligated in this regard to signal in a way that best serves our national interests. And therefore, whatever we see being said is all calibrated to serve our national interests. So basically, that is where we should start. And the competency is in the ability to project our national interest, the benefit of the Kenyan people.
Okay.